Today's Good Health segment is brought to you by Sullivan County Community Hospital. January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. It is most frequently diagnosed in women between 35 and 44. 20% of cases are found in women over the age of 65, but these cancers rarely occur in women who have been getting screened regularly before that age. It's why Sullivan County Community Hospital is working hard to increase screenings for women, because early detection is key. When cervical cancer is caught early, it's very curable.
If women are detected in early stages of cervical cancer, the 5-year survival is actually over 92%. In contrast to that, if we diagnose cervical cancer after it's spread to other organ systems, that 5-year survival falls below 20%.
Dr. Dustin Ellis is a family physician and chief of staff at Sullivan County Community Hospital. He explains the importance of annual exams.
A lot of women won't have any symptoms, so that's why it's super important to come in on your regular exams and get screened, because you can have precancerous changes, and that's the other thing that is important to note about cervical cancer. We can identify precancerous changes on a pap smear before they progress to cervical cancer, and there are some treatments to actually prevent that progression, so it is preventable to some degree there too.
Tiffany Mosley is a perinatal nurse navigator and understands that women are busy and often fall behind on routine exams.
Really, it comes down to it just slips their mind. They're just unaware of the regular rotation of screening, and we're busy running to and fro, and it's easy to think about things like that. When we go to the doctor's office, a lot of the time as women, it's for something specific. Maybe I have an ear infection or a sinus infection, and I'm in and out the door. I'm not really thinking about that preventative piece.
So how do women develop cervical cancer?
The primary cause of cervical cancer in the United States is a virus called human papillomavirus. Over 90% of cervical cancers are associated with HPV, or human papillomavirus. HPV is extremely common in the general population. Actually, the estimate is that there are over 5.5 million new cases of HPV annually in the United States of America. So it's extremely common. It's really important for women to come in on a regular basis and get screened, because many of these cancers won't have symptoms associated with them in early stages. So if we don't go screening for them, they won't be detected early.
How do you get HPV?
HPV is primarily sexually contracted. Protection can decrease the likelihood. Also, there are vaccines that we recommend from the age of 9 to the age of 26 in general.
If you develop HPV, will you get cervical cancer?
The good news is not everybody who contracts HPV will develop cervical cancer. More than 90% of people are going to clear those on their own. Our problem is we can't tell if you're going to be one of those 10% of people who go on to develop precancerous changes of the cervix and have problems with it later on.
And this is why screenings are so important, even if you're uninsured.
A lot of women may be fearful of the cost of having the screening done. Maybe there's a lack of insurance coverage, and I feel like that fear as well keeps women at a distance. There are a lot of programs out there where women can be enrolled and those costs can be covered.
If you have questions, Sullivan County Community Hospital has a wonderful women's health program. 2232 North Boulevard is where you'll find the office. SCHOSP.com. Search for Women's Health for all the information there, or call anytime if you'd like to schedule an appointment or want information at 268-2694.